want to know.
That is valid.
Okay. Alright, so I am Dolores, mother of Lord Farquaad. And
will you stop?
Dolores was not a very good mother. She got pregnant with this very buff Italian man, because, I don't know, he's...
Wait, she was pregnant with him, or
No,
got pregnant by him?
That's who impregnated her. Continue.
Yes, the gigantically buff Italian man that impregnated her. They met in high school, but this was.
But only really ever hit it off in college. Yes.
Yes. And then they got pregnant, and
wait, the Italian did too?
Yes.
He's part of the process. It's a
You
team
have
effort.
a twin?
We both do.
He's a hermaphrodite.
But okay, then
He got himself pregnant.
Quiet and talk.
I'm sorry.
No, they should both be pregnant. That way, Farquaad has a long lost brother.
It's canon.
Okay, let's continue.
So they both got pregnant.
Magic exists. I'll allow it.
this Italian man, his name's Chadwick. He's a buff Italian man named
Barbosa.
Chadwick.
Chadwick.
No, Chadwick.
Oh, it is Chadwick?
It's Chadwick.
I thought it was Chadwick. I'm sorry.
I changed it. His name's Chadwick. So Chadwick and Dolores both get pregnant, and they decide to split their lives because they got really high on heroin one night and got almost overdosed and died. And they figured it would be best if they both left each
Almost
other.
overdosed straight to heaven.
So
Anyway.
they decided to split their parts. Dolores gave birth to Lord Farquaad.
Fartwad, yes.
About 9 months later.
That's how birth works.
It does.
8 months
Lord
later, he was a bit premature.
Farquaad was not a C-section because Dolores has the birthing hips of a Grecian god, so she just... So, she's a very thick woman. She's also very hairy. What's that disease where you start growing a beard and, like, a beer belly?
There was a hair in my walker.
That's unfortunate.
Please don't get that disease where you start growing hair. My sister has that, actually.
Yeah, but she has that. But she doesn't shave, she just embraces it, because she figures people should be who they are. And she's kind of a Karen, because she believes that her beard gives her magical powers. It's kind of patchy. It does. It gives her wisdom, like an old Chinese man.
What's your class? What are you playing as?
A dwarf.
No, that's your race.
a race.
Oh,
What's your
I
class? Just read
Rogue
the top.
3.
Okay, you're a rogue. Who
That's
does
a magical
magic?
beard.
That'll work. I can work with it. Keep going.
What else do I need in my backstory?
Whatever you want to say. This is your time to make your character who you want it to be. This is all fluff.
I'm gonna bring him.
Don't birth a dragon on the table.
His arms have to come first.
So, Dolores raises
That's not
Lord
how that works.
Farquaad until he's about 10 years old and decides he can live on his own now. He's a big boy. So Lord Farquaad goes to rule this other kingdom and gets adopted by these different parents because Dolores doesn't love him
And he
anymore.
runs Facebook.
And
Becomes a lizard man.
So he lives in this kingdom. Dolores disowns her son for whatever reason, just because he was short. But they're dwarves, so that kind of makes sense. But
He was short for a dwarf.
I don't know what else.
Yeah.
You're done then. If you don't know what else to say, you're good. You don't have to
If
say
that's
anything else.
if that's your story up to this point.
So
Yeah, Dolores is like 40. No, she's like
Lexi,
she's like 46.
You have your age on the back
it's
of this.
written down.
No, she's like
She's 180.
Which is middle-aged.
middle-aged in dwarf years. So
I'm just saying, we wrote it on the back of your thing.
I know she was middle-aged.
So she met this Italian dude when she was like 168. Then.
Yeah.
Yes.
But they were friends in high school, so she was like 40 when she met him, but only just started doing things with him
Yes.
at
See, okay,
169.
dwarves. She didn't hit.
Because if Lord
she
Farquaad
did
is
not
10,
hit the
then she had him at
maturation.
170.
Don't look at the timeline.
Don't look into it, Alton.
She didn't.
Just accept it.
She got rid of him
So
at
she
10.
just like
It's been
bumped
a
into
long
him on the street
time.
and had an affair.
No, it's
and
been
everything.
like a really.
He's no longer 10.
Oh my gosh! Wait, no. We should have Dolores. Like she was like 40 and she's still going to college, like
my
Ksenia.
sister.
And then she runs into this Italian man that like just barely got married in college.
Like my
Had an
sister.
affair with him.
And then has an affair with him and has this child, and then they both get pregnant, and the guy's wife figures out that he also got pregnant. So now they're married. They're raising his child that he had with Dolores.
He was cooked.
Lovely.
And so Lord Farquaad has a long lost brother,
I thought it was
and Dolores knows Lord Farquaad, and then Lord Fartwad is his brother.
Oh. Oh, because they were. Yeah. Okay.
I think we're done.
Yep.
It's very intricate, deep lore.
Do you see why I wanted to record it now? So you don't know what she's gonna say, and then you're like, okay, I can't remember that.
Lexi can't remember it either.
Now we have
so
proof. All right.
we
Never
have
record.
proof that Dolores has a long lost son.
All right, Trevor, what's your backstory?
Alright.
Well, first, who
I'm
are you
still
playing?
trying- I am playing a gnome paladin.
What's your name?
My name is Ren Knackle.
Okay.
Right, so my character grew up in a very small gnome village, and very tight knit, like Alabama tight knit.
Right.
So-
So your mom's
So-
your sister.
So once upon a time,
Grandma's your aunt.
when he was around
And
a little more older, he got into some troubles with his sister.
Oh my.
Oh no.
Wow.
And then, his family disowned him for that because they were
I would
Even
Even
probably.
though they were doing
Relations
the
in the
same
barn.
things.
they were having
You're not
sexual
allowed to
relations
do
in the barn.
I was not having
The
sexual
barn
relations.
did not want to
I
be a
did
part
not
of the
have
sexual
sexual
See,
relationship.
they got mad at him because it was in the barn,
He got
not
caught.
because he was
Yeah, he
doing
got
things with
caught.
his sister.
Yeah, he got caught.
The barn
Like,
is
the
a
barn's
sacred
the same
place.
place.
His dad disowned him
My
and
barn
sent
is
him
a
to live
temple.
with his aunt and uncle. His uncle married a
Carriage
human.
inside my barn.
Literally.
His uncle married a human.
Okay.
Which
He lived with his uncle.
they sent him.
Oh, that's what I
His
was
his
doing.
family
Can I have
sent
the
him
knife?
away because they caught him. So they sent him. They figured they send him away. He'd get back to his uncle, which is his aunt and an uncle. His aunt's a very 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 fine Christian woman from a very
So now there's
noble.
Christians and ice creams.
Yeah.
I'll have to work with this.
So
Christians and ice
I don't.
Which means
Very
that this universe had
religious.
Jesus.
Let's just say religious. Very religious
They were
woman.
Catholic.
And
No, sorry. They were members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Continue.
I'll try.
Jesus is here.
So,
I'm not alive anymore.
she's a very religious, noble woman from a noble
The
background.
pet we pick is
And
Jesus.
When he went to live with this
Jesus
family,
Warlock.
I'm sorry, Trevor.
his aunt and uncle would continually indoctrinate him pretty hard,
Mhm.
and so that's how he kind of came to be with
The
paladin.
organization he's with.
the organization that he is with, and because
Is that everything? You were
pretty
saying
much
with
yeah,
that.
and then he kind of went to school for paladins and stuff.
Cool.
And now he is where he is.
So that's his whole backstory?
I
He's
am
like,
who I
praise
am.
the Lord GZ.
Praise the Lord. Amen.
So Jay-Z is in this universe too.
I said GZ.
Can Ice-T be in this universe too?
This is going to be complicated.
I meant for
The
that to be way
timelines are
less
not adding
weird.
up.
But
Let's
I'm
just-
terrible at telling stories, so
totally fine.
No, we just twist everything we say. I'm sorry.
We
couldn't
twist it and
possibly-
push farther.
I wanted it to be a little bit more weirder too.
Well,
Well, we can make that possible.
You can explain how you're Count Frollo and also Dom Toretto.
Well, his aunt was
You're Dominic?
or his aunt punished him. Let's just say that.
Oh.
Yeah.
This dude has a very messed up
It
childhood.
was
Now-
very messed up.
All of Trevor's
Okay,
characters
he's-
have messed up childhoods.
Is that gonna say something?
Now,
He's
Sadie
a
is
paladin.
playing a pet. Would you like to have a pet?
Maybe a little in the storyline.
Okay,
He'll
Yeah,
come
sure.
across her when she figures out what she wants to do.
that'll work. Hey, Kayla, are you interested in backstory, or are you working on something? We can move to Alton next, but...
That one.
Okay, Alton, backstory.
So, I am a Kenku.
For those who don't know what that means he's a raven man.
I am a bird man.
Bird person.
For some context, Kenku were cursed a long time ago so that they couldn't speak their own words. So they got really good at mimicking others. So they can only speak by mimicking things that they've heard before. And even if you read the dictionary to them, they can't string those words together. They have to just say the words themselves or anything. So they can only say phrases and stuff that they've heard before. And because of that, most Kenku are really good spies and really good at doing not having
Doing the dirty deeds.
not having their own thoughts. They're very good at being kind of a hive mind, but not really, because they operate with each other to just perpetuate this whole thing. A lot of them don't really care about it, but my Kenku was a little different. He wanted to see the world in his own way. So he started spying on this master transmuter wizard who was working on finding something that could permanently change objects into other things, specifically non-magical items into magical items through transmutation, which was the thing. And he was caught by this master transmuter, and he was bound up and stuff, and then he had his friend come over and curse him with creativity. So he finally has his own mind, but he can't speak his own words. He can't do anything of his own volition. But his brain couldn't deal with this dissonance, so he is now convinced that he's a bard, but he's a wizard. So he plays bagpipes, and that is his magical casting focus. So, but he is a wizard, yeah. And he doesn't really remember what happened, but he does remember that the dude did him wrong, and he kind of wants to have that fixed. His name is Bard T. Holomew.
Bard T. Holomew.
Bard T. Holomew, or Bardtholomew.
Oh no!
Yes.
You know what T
Bartholomew,
thinks.
you have the majesty of all the sages of all time and space.
Yes, that's my character.
That's a good character.
Very well thought through, Dolores.
If you would like to know,
There's all kinds of people in the
he
world.
likes to perform, but because of his nature, he's always looking for profit, be it money or secrets or knowledge or whatever. He will sell out your friends for benefit, and
too
is
seedy.
completely deeply depressed that he does this.
Oh no!
Yeah, and that's it.
Kayla didn't see that.
So, can I say a little bit more?
Yeah, go right ahead.
So because of his background, he loves his family above all else.
Yep.
And God, because that was pushed into him.
Yep.
But because he was abused as a child,
He's a whipping fetish.
he has a whipping fetish. Yeah.
And if you cross him, he will burn your fields and salt the ground.
Yeah. Don't cross my character. Alton.
How is the Kenku going to hurt you?
I can see your gnome just looking at me after I sing a really bad song, and you just go Liam, get the salt. Salt. Get the salt.
Oh, I didn't
Who's
know that
Liam? I
this
don't know.
conversation even happened, so I'm sorry about No Sandy, the Burger King thing.
Oh, that's
I didn't really know what happened.
I wasn't sure why I was being added, so I was just like, burger?
I don't know. I just did things.
You're okay. I just wanted to make sure I was understanding what was going on, but I wasn't quite sure if I was. Nice.
15.
Yes. We can talk about
Zero.
Congratulations. We can talk about the world backstory if you're not ready. Or
No, I'm ready.
Right.
I chose a backstory from the book because I wasn't sure what to do this time. So.
You're totally fine.
Okay, so my name is Anethir, and I am a high elf man.
Elfman.
Danny Elfman.
He's a fighter.
Are you a composer? I'm sorry. Continue.
The people of my home village regard me as champion. And now I'm kind of like, dude, I want to help everyone be awesome.
Someone here in Helgen call you a hero.
Kayla is a motivational speaker.
He's lawful good.
Are you the Dragonborn?
Kayla, can you be
Basically.
a motivational speaker?
He's lawful good. And he didn't used to be,
But you were horse.
but everyone was like, hey.
You were trying to cross the border, right?
But he was like, hey, so the king was being a tyrant and whatever, however the elves work. They were not being very nice, and so they were going to lead a rebellion thingy. And they're like, hey, he's cool, and he's probably the best fighter. And he's like, what? No, I'm not. And they're like, yeah, you are. You're going to be the leader now.
What's
So
the
you're
thickest
Tullius.
thread you have?
No, you're, yeah, well,
I'm sewing
no,
my
it's like when you do,
This is the strongest.
Okay.
it's like when you, join the, it's like they find,
So
it's,
you're an
it's-
Imperial.
No, so it's the, it's like the Blades. They just kind of find you, and then they're like, hey, guess what, you're our leader. And you're like, no, what?
might
And they're
want
like,
that.
yeah.
Excuse me?
For what?
Now go kill Parthenax.
Well, if you're pushing through
And
something
anyway,
really thick,
so, yeah, no, so he wanted to,
that's
so
what I
they-
use.
they fought back against, they did one rebellion thing, and then there was another
supposed to fit on my
rebellion
thumb.
thing where his team
Yeah, just
lost, and he feels
however it
kind of bad.
works.
And so he's like, no, I'm not going to lose the next one, but I need to go train myself to be the better guy. And he's off in the middle of nowhere. Hold on, I need a personality trait. He has a...
Okay, but did you
Okay,
not
so he has a
finish your
strong
homework?
sense of fair play. No, I'm just kind of going on it as I could go.
Totally fine.
I have a strong sense of playing fair.
I like to play at the fair. I like the cup game.
Funnily enough, my ideal is also fairness. And I just rolled it.
So you're Harvey Two-Face.
My bond is...
Alton.
I have a family, but I have no idea where they are, and one day I hope to see them again.
Oh, this is great. I love your character.
I do have one. Where are they? I don't know.
Does the Dragonborn have family? We don't know.
You can actually... You know that's a conversation you can have with Serana.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a conversation
Like,
that you
I don't
can have
know
with
who
Serana.
my parents
And she's
are.
like, what
You
about
can
your
try-
family?
you can
And then you can just decide your entire backstory
With
while having a
one line.
conversation
Yep.
with Serana. It's great.
I remember that one. I was like, this is unnerving. I don't know what to
The
say.
tyrant who rules at my land will stop at nothing to see me killed.
I
That
feel
sounds
like we're
pretty
reading
cool.
the scriptures.
That's a bond.
That's a flaw.
It's a flaw.
I'm flawed because I
That's
want
not a
women
personality
to-
flaw. That's like someone else's
No, his
flaw.
actual personality flaw is he thinks women are really attractive and he's trying to swear them off, but he can't. He's just really keeps
We're gonna
getting
have
into
an
bad
intimate
women.
group of people.
He
You
really
had
keeps
premarital
getting.
sex,
That's how
you
he
had
lost
kids.
it. That's how he lost the thing. Is he decided to
I
fall in love
sense-
with opposite sides, and then she betrayed him or some crap. I don't know.
sense some really bad things coming in this campaign.
Well, yeah, no, freaking.
We
My
have-
guy's lawful good, and the rest of you are like, excuse
We have
me.
wit fetish. We have dude who's convinced he's a bard. We have someone who really loves women, and then we
Karen.
have the woman that none of us care about. I'm sorry. Just
And who doesn't care about you?
No, we care about you, but
We keep her there at the
characters
front.
do not care about your character because she's a Karen, and she's like following
And
us
she's
around.
insane.
Following you, just making everybody
show
feel
extreme
worse.
She
No,
needs
we-
us
no.
to know her political opinion,
There's
and she will stop at nothing until we say,
No, we
There's
keep
no
her
shoes
around
on.
so that if we run into Karens, we can say, no, our best friend's a Karen. We're not.
Hi, Carl.
We're not anti-Karen.
How are you? Good.
Sadie, did you leave your
Hi,
makeup
Carl.
in Carl's bathroom or something?
Trevor, where did he put my nail thing?
It's sitting on the.
Oh, it was on top of the
Over there.
freezer. I was like,
You-
why is Carl
Yeah.
carrying it?
You can show us the horse if you'd like, Carl. It's a very lovely horse.
Is
What
it?
horse?
It's a horse he likes. It's been
Show
dead
us!
for 6
I
years.
want to see it!
Show us the horse.
After we see the horse, I'll read you a quick, like, one-page
Wait,
description
Sadie
of the
hasn't.
story. Sadie doesn't know what Sadie is yet.
Oh.
Which
I
is
don't know
fine.
yet.
Have you not made a character?
I'm just gonna come
It's
along
okay.
Okay.
as a pet.
As in-
Well, yeah,
Oh,
but
it's
we haven't ran into the pet yet, so whenever you want to jump in with your pet. Horse!
Not saying Jeff.
Jeff.
Which one?
My friend.
Brown, apple green.
Oh, I love the ones that are like speckled. Those are
That
the ones
looks
I really
that
like.
looks like my horse I would always choose in Barbie
Yeah.
Mystery Ride. Sorry, I had a horse game where I would grow up when I was
When I would
no
grow
When I would
horse
grow
game
up
when I
and-
was growing up, and I always chose that horse as
That
my horse.
was the game. Grow up the game.
It's like life TM.
That's called Sims, but no.
No, wait, Rick and Morty. What was that one
Did
called?
you guys all see the horse? Oh, did
Uh-huh.
you see the horse?
I didn't see the horse.
There's the
It's
horse.
the
Which
horse. It's the top one.
That's the
That
one.
keeps
That's the
pointing
one
at.
I would choose, and I would name him Stormy.
He has like a chocolate
tell
bar.
I
if
would
it's a
name him
5 or an
Stormy
8.
on my video game.
It's a 5.
Yeah, it's a
the
5, but
Me
I'm
and
like,
Carl
it's
spent
really
2
hard to
hours
tell.
trying to find that
See, it's
horse's
even
it looks like an S.
It's even harder
And
to
what?
tell on
Google
this one
search?
because it's like
Dark.
It was an
Yeah.
interesting 2 hours of typing
you have
in
to
horse
hold it in the
names.
light.
Mhm.
It went nowhere and was useless.
Palomino.
Well, I'm glad you helped a man.
It accomplished nothing.
It doesn't matter because it made somebody happy.
He was sad.
I'm a
It
zebra.
made somebody sad, and that's all that matters.
It's
I'm
not
a-
a good thing.
I'm a zebra.
I just read one.
You're a Libra?
A zebra.
I know.
Don't accuse me of being a Libra, you
I'm
Gemini.
clearly a
gosh.
Capricorn.
Excuse me, I'm an avocado.
I have cancer! I'm kidding.
You are Cancer.
No, I'm a Cancer.
You're both cancerous.
I'm testicle cancer.
Girls, you're
Oh
both
my
pretty.
goodness,
Now stop
how do you
fighting.
know?
I
I have 3 months left of.
I thought you were
balls.
gonna say you had 3 balls because of
I
the
have
tumor.
3
It's involved. Because of the tumor. Oh my god.
Wait, birds don't have penises.
Hi, Carl. Oh boy. Don't worry, he's okay.
Grandma, they're talking
One
about
track
stuff
mind.
they shouldn't be down there.
He walks back up and says, Grandma, you're talking about penises and testicles.
And cancer.
I don't
Those
want
are the
penis
children
cancer.
nowadays.
So rebellious. Would you guys like a backstory of the world that you're in?
Yes.
Ow!
You just
It all started
hurt
with the
yourself.
Big
Yes, it
Bang.
did. No, not that much
It
backstory.
all started with the bang.
So
bang.
there's a few different categories. I'll read the category title isn't in the categories.
The whole universe
So
is in a
the
hot-
overview.
Dolores' child started with a big bang.
Now who banged who? If one's a never mind.
Both.
All right, because they both
No,
got
they
pregnant.
both?
Yeah.
It kind of just sprayed everywhere and got on both of them.
Yeah. No, her. So his. Do we need to explain this?
No, we don't.
Okay, cause his.
I
No,
just
wait,
said
wait,
no.
wait. We can't explain this because canonically there is no sex in this universe.
So it just happened one day.
That's how they both got pregnant. That explains it. See,
They're-
it's magical.
So she just wanted a child and the other one was having identity problems. Okay,
They
continue.
were all. They were. Okay, somebody said pansexual. What does that mean?
They
Like,
really
what, how
like.
do you,
they really
how do you
like cast
sexually
iron.
identify as an inanimate object?
It's like
No, you don't
it's like
identify-
Flynn with the.
Did someone say cast iron pants?
I'm not sure where the joke starts and the in.
No, like I honestly, I don't understand.
It's not talking about the cooking element. Pan means all in Latin.
CD.
It also means bread.
So you cite sexually identify as literally everything?
Hey,
No,
Yes.
you don't
I
identify
will when
as
I'm
you're
done with
attracted
this.
to.
Everything.
Pan
I
is-
think it's
pan refers to what
pansexual
you are.
You are
That's
sexually
what you like.
identified to
Yeah.
literally everything
No,
on the planet,
you
so I can
like
just go like
everything.
if
have
it
sex
is
with a chicken and I'd be fine with
no,
it.
if it is a
not
human and it
bestiality.
lives and breathes, you like it.
Pretty much. You like guys, you like girls, you like people who aren't guys, you like people who aren't girls, you like people who are both.
You like eunuchs.
Doesn't matter to you. You like you like everyone who's living.
You like buttholes. Probably.
Perhaps. Not really.
Buttholes.
Anyway, I'm gonna
Like children,
read.
but that's
You
illegal,
guys
so
don't
don't
have
say
to
anything.
listen, but I'm gonna read.
I will listen.
And regardless of
actually
interruption,
know?
I won't stop reading. So
Okay.
if you want to hear, you gotta shut up.
And listen.
Overview.
Thank you,
The
John.
ship Algonquin from Romea has recently returned from a
Wait,
forgotten... Algonquin.
BBQ Quinn.
Algonquin.
Ryan Quinn.
Sorry, I'm gonna take notes.
Okay.
Wait.
Do you want me to spell it for you?
This is why I'm recording this, because I gave up on trying to take notes.
Yeah, it's a good...
We're supposed to take notes? What is this, a math class?
You don't have to, but
Gosh
if you want to know
darn it,
what's
what did I
going
get
on...
myself into?
Okay, sorry. Ship Algonquin.
Yes. Has recently come back from a
Maybe
far-off
Cassandra
land
should
to
just
the
play
east
D&D so she can take notes.
with tales of mythical
Not
beasts,
the
secret
paper
codes,
on.
magic orders, and cities of statues. They need a stalwart crew to board and go back with them, and they want you. The conflict of this campaign... And by the way, this is an open world campaign in every sense of the word. This is just the conflict that you could choose, that I'm providing for you if you don't want to explore. Starting conflict is one of a ship versus the elements, where you are going to battle with the road, with the ship, however you plan to get to your destination. And then after a successful arrival,
Yes, I'm
you're going to
wearing
do some
booby twist. Don't
puzzles,
look
some
at that.
solving, and a lot of political such.
So maybe fix
The
it.
setting is the forgotten nation of Archaeos. It's a magical kingdom inhabited
Can you
by
spell
the...
Archaeos?
Yes. R-C-H-E...
A-R-C-H?
A-R-C-H-E-L-A-O-S. I knew I was missing a letter and I couldn't
Sorry,
figure out where.
R-C-H-E.
L-A-O-S. The L is one of those weird L's.
That's
where-
the world that we're in, not the continent.
That is the nation that we're... I
Nation.
have a map.
Okay,
I'm just
sorry.
going to show you a map.
Please forward map to chat.
Oh, that will require me to have my phone. Can you go get my phone? It's
Yeah.
on my charger.
Sorry, Alton likes backstory and world
You're
to think
okay.
about.
I have lots of worlds. Like,
What's
No,
that
it's
new
not.
show we were watching?
It's not on your charger.
it's not...
Inside
Where was it?
job,
On my
the one that
desk?
just
Yes.
came out.
Lexi,
Apologies.
you need to watch this. It's so freaking
I just thought you would know.
There's a new show on Netflix with Inside Job.
In case you wonder, why isn't it charged? It was on my charger. No, it wasn't.
It's terrible.
Is it
Okay,
about...
map has been
It's about
sent.
the government.
I just took a picture of my screen, so it's
So
not
we are,
like a great map.
we are not in Archaeos.
I
we are
mostly
going
just
there.
want to know.
Yes, you're currently in
I
Autonoma.
only have this much fluff, so.
Theoretically.
Fits them.
Last session I ran this, I just kind of picked a place
Dude, we
where
should get a
most of them
tiny
would be
projector and then just project it onto the wall. That'd be freaking awesome.
from.
Actually-
I have considered that.
I have a
that-
tiny
that's-
projector.
That's important.
We
Where
could
are we
do
right
that.
now? I'm sorry.
I have a tiny projector.
It's that purple one to the very far left of the map. If that makes any sense. It's Otnland. Otnland.
And we're coming from where?
That's where you're coming from.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
going to Archaeos, which is the other purple one on the other side of the map that's by itself.
His tail didn't come
So you're going across this entire continent.
Like, when are
However
we
you choose.
Oh, okay.
And you don't have to go to that continent. That's just that's going to be your starting action. You can choose to refuse it and do something
Were
else.
we requisitioned to go there, or are we just deciding to go there?
I'm going to run through that as characters in a
Okay.
little bit. This is just to help you understand where the campaign more or less is.
Sounds
going
good.
to go.
Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
You're fine. The plot: our daring adventurers on a quest to uncover the secrets of the Tumult cult and discover the secrets of the Archaeos guardian statues that guard the land. The world overview: an old world with an extensive past. Each nation has a highway, each road has an inn, each inn has a story, and magic abounds. However, you cannot access this magic just by asking. Each nation has an archmage, specializing in a different kind of magic. Each of these men are put in power by being the wisest, leading to a I can't even say this word, and I wrote it. Grenpotocracy. Old
What?
manocracy.
Ah!
Old manocracy.
As the wisest is quite often the eldest.
Gerontocracy.
Thank you. I know how to pronounce it. I just
No,
can't.
gerontocracy.
I
sorry, sorry.
can't make the sounds with my mouth. It's very infuriating to have.
So these mages are the ones that are in charge of each
Yes.
country, and each one of them is like,
old.
well, not old, but like in charge of one specific school of magic.
Also,
Yes.
though, old.
Yes.
And as most wizards
So
tend to be.
different regions have different, because obviously the person in charge has a lot of sway over who, the
I have a
people
question
who-
about that later because I'm a wizard. So
Yeah, totally fine. The wisest is often the oldest. The Archmage of each realm teaches only a select few, chosen out of the top graduates of each realm's magical universities. The Archmage of Realm controls the Lakhaus, a system of instantaneous gems between major cities in the region. This only works within the 7 realms. This ease of transport could cause many problems were it not for the Archmages and their cults, acting as a form of magical TSA and security force for these access points.
Okay, TSA.
There we go. That's the world.
I like that there's magic TSA.
Yeah, if you're going to use the portals, you have to be
Magic
scanned.
TSA.
You have to make sure that you're not going to become a portal terrorist.
Magic TSA.
So that's the world. Does anyone have questions? Because I have lots of answers.
I have a few.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I apologize.
You're fine. That's what I'm asking for.
Let me TSA points. Bonk. Okay, so the gerontocracy. I am a transmutation wizard because I was spying on one of the transmutation wizards. And I spied on him for quite a long time before he caught me. And that's why I know how much I know about wizardry. Where would I have to be? Who did I spy on? And why did he curse me?
Biekland. It's the dwarven nation, and the dwarves are usually peaceful, but have taken advantage of the human war to acquire new lands.
There's your backstory. That's how they met.
Yeah, that's why I. Yeah. So the Biekland.
Yep, it's that blue one.
Yep.
That's where the dwarves live.
That's a K.
Yep.
What's the dude's name? I'm sorry.
Uh,
Well, I was spying on him or one of his students, because I'm definitely not one of his students.
His name is... Actually, I'm not even sure if this is a he or a she. We never encountered the character before, but the name is Barnegaret Blessbraid. They're a dwarf, so they have a really dwarven name. To make the names.
Barnegat Westfried.
Yes. It felt like a fun name. So. I never used it.
I like it.
But I have names for everyone.
Okay.
Any other questions?
As far as the
That would
gerontocracy
be
go,
really
does that go
never
for
know
every
anywhere
country,
else.
or is there like a
Random
rogue one
voices.
somewhere?
There is the Gith. The Gith are.
Oh, the
in-
Gith are here.
Yes.
Oh,
gift.
are they the? Wait, not
Are they the Geth, but you
No,
made
not-
them
not
there?
Geth.
You're...
Gith, as in Gith Yankee, not the spacefaring space hippos.
Correct.
Okay. Good. All right.
Are Geth
How did
space
they
hippos?
get there from Limbo?
I'll explain that if you.
No.
come across them.
That's a world thing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I
They're
don't
in
know that.
Warisia. That's that really long red one in the middle.
Warisia.
Yes.
You should send me a higher quality map, please.
Oh, I will.
So,
I will.
I'll get it. I'm gonna.
So, who is in charge of the land that we're in right now?
What are you doing?
The person or the race?
Or like, what's the basic layout political sphere of what?
Ottenland. It's the gnomish stronghold. Though smallest in size, it is rumored to be.
Gnomish?
It is rumored that the impressive tech here is powerful enough to control the world if they were to be provoked. They have been known to test weaponry in the Deepwood peasants. Deepwood's a different country.
So they're committing war crimes.
Yes. They're gnomes committing war crimes because gnomes don't care.
Gnomes committing war crimes.
I love that. Okay, I'm gonna put that on.
And Deepwood is
Ottenland.
that big blue one next to them. That purple.
Gnomish war crime. I
This
love
is a
that.
really fun world. I had
Okay.
a lot of fun.
And
making it.
Archelaus is undiscovered, or
It's where the high elves live. So the way the world works, you see all that big white space between Archaeos and Warsia?
yeah.
The problem was once the Gith settled, no one could get past them. So
So they form kind of like a roadblock.
right, because that entire region between the populated lands and the
You have
east,
to go through Gith territory.
and that's dangerous and not worthwhile. So eventually, all the established societies past the Gith kind of just crumpled. So there's no one living out there anymore except for a few random pockets. There's what are they called? Roving human beings.
Nomads.
Nomads. Thank you. And there are some frog people.
So we're like, grungs.
That's all that's past them.
So we're going to that place. We have to find a way there.
Yes.
And we're
But
like
there's-
discovering all of the crap that they left behind.
Yep.
Alright.
And they do still live there. Archaeos is still populated.
Hence why we're taking a ship, because overland would be a lot more dangerous.
because Gith. And that's how they got there in the first place, to find the High Elves.
What is the magical state of this world? Is it like high magic, or is it like
Super high magic.
Okay.
Like, coming out of your eyeballs.
Like sword and sorcery kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Alright.
Like, everyone's magical if they choose to be, kind of thing.
Alright. Are there guns?
I'm gonna say yes, because why not?
How sci-fi is this? Are the planes planes and not space?
What's the most worshipped
The most
God?
worshipped
There is
deity.
deity in
I have to
the
scroll
air
down
in
to
the
my religious panel.
Oh, if you're gnomish, you probably
in Orc or we're in that one place where we're coming from.
Forgotten
Orc
Realms would
folk.
say that it would be like Geld Goldbraid or something like
Yeah.
that.
Geld Goldbrid. He's more or less the honorary of all dwarves and short people.
Gnomes.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay. Any more questions about World? Because it all exists if you're curious enough to find out, but none of it's necessary to know.
So
Where
this
are you,
this
Spencer?
ship Algonquin,
Yep.
it made a preeminent trip there.
It's already been there, but
And
when
then
the,
came
when the
back.
captain returned, his crew abandoned because they did not want to go back.
Like they were terrified.
They did not want to go back. That's
Okay.
all he will tell you.
Smells like Burger
So
King
he's
in
looking for a new crew. And he
In
comes
here.
into a tavern where all of you are, and then you can all choose to join him. So,
So-
technically, you're not even a venturing group.
Did-
In
did he-
hell, you're all happen to
Was
be
he
at
the
this
one
tavern.
that talked about the tumult cult and the Arcleo statues, or is that just like stuff that we already know about?
No one knows of anything about this place other than the captain and his crew, who won't.
So
mention
it's
it ever again.
all like hearsay from him.
Yes.
Okay.
And technically, we haven't
see
run
how
that
that can
yet,
help
so
you push it
technically,
in when
he
it's
hasn't
really
had the
hard.
interaction where he's like, "Hi, I need people to go with me on the ship."
It's more.
So this is
So
more
you don't get
information
hope,
than actually
but that's
playing,
what I use those
because
really
I
for.
didn't want to quite.
Okay. No, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Sorry, can I reword my question?
Go right ahead.
Since my character's background falls more of a human deity,
So you're looking for a human-
because his aunt was human, and his
Right.
aunt was the one who.
So the humans
pushed
are
it
a
on.
lot more divided. The humans are one of the only races that have two nations. They have Terabithia and they have Deepwood. Where do you think your aunt would be from?
Probably Deepwood, since it's closer to
Okay. So Deepwood is a lot less refined. Think about Terabithia, kind of like England, and Deepwood, kind of like America,
Uh-huh.
where like they're kind of the same culture, but like
Gun-toting Alabama, definitely Deepwood.
Yeah.
so Deepwood is a lot less religious overall. I actually wrote that there's no dominant religion for Deepwood, so I would be totally fine with you just kind of coming up with what you want to do.
Could we just say that my aunt was from Terabithia and lives in Deepwood?
That'll work. Terabithia, they worship the goddess of refinement, and in my world, that is Rosea. Rosea, goddess of refinement. I also have maps of cities and such, but they're not super high quality.
But Kayla,
It's okay. Neither's my little projector.
Oh, you're a high elf.
I am.
My shoe is fixed.
Did you?
I was going potty. Inform me.
So the high elves
I
don't
was
live
going
with
potty.
the rest of society. So there are some in,
It
the
was?
Seven Realms.
Hmm.
That's what I called it. Highly populated area.
No, that makes sense actually, though.
Yeah. So there are some there, but the majority of them don't live in that area. They live across the continent by themselves.
That
And
actually sounds okay.
the ship that you're going on is going to their territory.
Okay,
if you
cool.
go with the ship.
Yes.
You don't have to. You guys can literally
No,
do
I mean
whatever.
that fits. I went on search to. Dang nabbit, this freaking whore tricked me into not being okay,
Yep.
and then I wanted to go justice to
Yep.
build strength, and now I'm gonna go back.
Yep. That
All
works.
right, cool.
So
It
yeah.
Hail the
works.
conquering hero. I like that.
Concoring.
Conquering.
Sorry.
That's amazing. I love that. All right.
Sorry, I say that. Sex doesn't exist in your universe. She's just pretty because
No.
face.
Sex can exist. It's fine. I was messing around.
As far
He
as
can can just be into ears or something. I don't know. It's
Sex, please. Sex exists.
Ears?
No, sex only exists within the high elves, and they're trying to spread the religion. They're like, no.
Guys!
No, you see
I have
this?
an idea.
Guys, look
No,
what we figured out.
No,
Look
look,
at this thing.
you put
You know what it
this
does?
inside the other person. Oh.
Why?
Wait, can I share a joke?
Yes.
Maybe. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
It's like one of my favorite jokes. Hold on.
While she's looking for that, what